Your job as an online marketer is to turn strangers into sales. One of the ways you turn strangers into sales is by having a system that, number one, educates your ideal prospects. Number two, it builds know, like, and trust with your prospects. Today, you get to decide, hey, I'm taking in this information. How do I move forward? Do I just consume information and, it makes me feel good? I feel like I'm learning something. Or do I go from information to implementation? Because you can get all the information in the world, but at the end of the day, if your bank account is not making you money, there's no new cash coming into your bank account every single day, then you're just in information overwhelm. Who agrees? Because I remember when I first started my business, I go into 20K of debt, then I go into $45,000 of debt, and I bought into a business opportunity, and I had a mentor, and I had all of this, and every single day, I would just be learning. I would just be consuming information. And you know what made me money? Here's what made me money. Are you ready for it? Producing. Not just consuming, but producing. I had to get out of just collecting information and going from information to implementation. I'm going to get right into the presentation, and we're going to talk about what I call the $1 million pyramid. Okay. So why is the $1 million pyramid super important for you to have? Well, here's the thing. What we're going to have is essentially a framework for strangers to come to us to become sales. Okay, write this down, everyone. Your job as an online marketer is to turn strangers into sales. One of the ways you turn strangers into sales is by having a system that, number one, educates your ideal prospects. Number two, it builds know, like, and trust with your prospects. So every single time when we do one of our campaigns, we ask our students, for example, if I was to pick anyone here and I said, hey, if I came to your business right now, what's one or two offers that you have? What's one or two products that you have that I can come and buy? So if you have a low ticket program and you don't have a huge following, I can almost guarantee that you're not making at least 10 grand a month. If you have a high ticket program and you have a huge following, there's a good chance you're making anywhere from 30K to 100K per month. And if you understand paid traffic and how to scale using paid ads, then there's a good chance you can be making more than $100,000 a month. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to share with you here today is what we work through with all of our VIP clients. We identify, hey, where are you at right now? And what can we give away as a lead magnet? So step one is what are we going to give away as a lead magnet? You want to write this down. It's lead magnet. Step two is what are we going to do to start building our following, building our audience? Okay. One of the secrets of making millions of dollars online is all the top marketers understand about audience building secrets. If you want to succeed this year, next year, for the next 10 years, the foundation is building an audience. Your ability to understand how do you garner attention, right, from your ideal prospects so that you can educate them, you can entertain them, you can motivate them, you can pre-sell them to do business with you, will determine how much money you make. Does that make sense? Okay, and let me tell you this right now. The 1%, the top people, the people that make 7, 8, 9 figures, they all understand audience building secrets. And here's why it's important. Number one, once you build an audience, whether it's 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, you now have a group of people to communicate with every single day. Number two, you can now present offers to them over and over again. So my offers, they range from $10,000 to $30,000 to $50,000, all the way up to 120K and even more, right? We have offers for multiple 6 figures. I have sold a single offer, just one, to Russell Brunson for $1.3 million. Okay, my next offer that I'm planning to sell to him is for $6 million. That's right. Okay, I'm targeting one customer. I know what his problem is. I know what a pain point he's got. And I'm now engineering a campaign to potentially have a $6 million to $10 million payday. Okay, because I've done it once, so I did it with $1.3 million. The next one, the last one took me maybe say 4 to 6 months. The next one I'm going to be working at least 1 to 2 years, so that when I present the opportunity to him or to any of the investors that he's got on board, Russell Brunson and his company can pay me anywhere from $6 million to $10 million, right? So we have offers that go from here to there, and I have audience size from 1 person to 100 people to 10,000 people. So if you truly want to have longevity in this business, nothing else pays you more than having your own audience. In this industry, it's usually 1 subscriber equals $1 per month. So if you want to make $500 per month, put in 500 subscribers. Okay, write this down. If you want to make $5,000 a month, you want to have at least 5,000 subscribers. You want to have 5,000 people's name and email addresses, or just email addresses. Okay, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you want to have at least 10,000 subscribers. The model that we teach is how do you get to your first 10,000 subscribers and make your first $1 million. Why and how? Why? Because you're selling high ticket products. How? Because what we found is, imagine you have a product, right? So imagine this is your product. For you to sell this product to somebody, for example, this product you can get in 2 ways, right? There's only 2 ways. You can order it online, or you can walk into a shop. Whether you go into the online Apple store or you walk into the Apple store in person, the online store or the store in person, both of those could be classified as funnels. Does this make sense? Do you see how powerful this is? The world's richest companies, they all have a type of funnel, right? You can go and think, oh yeah, today I'm just gonna go and buy myself a phone, $1,000 phone, or whatever these things cost, right? Before you know it, you're walking out with another $1,000 spend. Before you know it, you know, you're spending another $500 or $1,000 on one of these things, Apple watches, right? So this is their sales funnel. Where is your sales funnel? If you don't have one, we need to ensure that this is one of your highest priorities. Are we on the same page, everyone? So the sales funnel, the way I look at it is basically like my shop, right? If you don't have a shop for me to come and do business with you, how am I going to buy your products and services, right? And if you start looking, I tell you this is a big $1 million tip, right? If you look at every single thing in your life as a big funnel, next time you walk into a hotel, the hotel just doesn't sell you a bedroom, right? The hotel sells you a bedroom. You open up the mini fridge, and in the mini fridge, what do you have? You have to buy stuff, right? They have drinks as an upsell. And then I just came back from Turkey, and it was a beautiful resort on the beach, and it was an all-inclusive. So I was thinking, okay, well, like, I'm not going to be upsold anything. Of course there's going to be upsells, right? Because there's a guy walking around with a t-shirt, with a branded t-shirt, and it basically says something about the spa. And he comes up to us and he's like, hey, can I give you a view and the tour of the spa, right? Why? Because he knows that you're coming in, you're having a good time, you're thinking everything's paid for, but before you know it, boom. Listen, the hotel has to make money. You have to make money. There's nothing wrong. Like, people that think selling is bad, you know, usually don't make much money, right? You are sold to come onto this presentation. If you have a wife, your wife sold you on marrying her. If you have a husband, you got sold into being married. Welcome to the family, gents. You know what I'm talking about, right? And so everything in your life is a sales pitch. You can choose to embrace it and say, you know what? I'm going to embrace selling. Or you could be like one of the many people that think, oh my gosh, selling is bad, selling is evil, I don't want to sell to people. And let me tell you this, almost every single person that I meet and they're broke or they're struggling to make money, the one thing in common with them is they don't know how to sell. So in today's day and age, you have a very easy chance. Back in the day, before I started selling on eBay and online, I would go door to door knocking, right? I would meet people in person. Today, you can sit behind a computer, set up an automated funnel, have people from the other side of the world that you've probably never been to, you're probably never going to meet, and get them to come to you. So what happened was, when I discovered the internet, And I discovered instead of me chasing prospects, I can have prospects coming to me, profits piling into my bank account, and every single day I can have my cash flow go up. I can be traveling around the world and getting paid. I could be on a business class flight to Dubai, and when I wake up, I'm making more money than the day before. Does that make sense? And as Warren Buffett, okay, one of the greatest investors in the world, what he says is, if you don't find a way to make money whilst you sleep, you're going to be working forever, right? So today, make that decision. Hey, no matter what happens, today's the day. I'm making a commitment to myself, to my future. Because see, nothing happens and no one's life changes. And if you don't take action, and the fastest way to change your life is, and to transform your business from a cash sucking monster to a money making machine, is what's the new thing that's going to come out of you? That's it, right? It's either something new comes out of you and you make a new decision, or you just stay stuck. And so for me, once I understood, hey, everything in my life is a funnel. If I go down to the shop and just a local shop, I want to go buy some organic eggs, okay? You have to go through the aisles of different things before you go and find the organic eggs. Same way, every single supermarket. Is this all making sense to you? Are you guys getting this? Right? Just type in everything is a funnel. I want to see that, right? And there's a reason why people have caught on. That's why companies like ClickFunnels, they've gone from 0 to 100 million a year. GHL, all of these big companies, you're looking around and you're thinking, how are they growing so fast? Is because they've caught on to the idea. We've moved from what's called direct marketing, write this down, direct marketing, to now what's called engaged marketing. Because people these days, they're not stupid, right? How many of you realize that the buyer today, although they're skeptical, they're way more open and they want to have interaction? Why is it that you're choosing on today to show up for this 5-day workshop? Because you want to have interaction. Otherwise, you could have just gone to one of my offers, read the sales page, buy my product. So today's buyers are way more skeptical. And when they're more skeptical, you have to have an interactive, engaged approach. When you have this, you can inspire people to take action. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's get straight into it. And this is basically what it looks like, okay? So first and foremost, we want to, when you're working with us here right now, this 5-day challenge or in our VIP program and our Inner Circle Mastermind, my team and I will figure out, hey, let's just say Adam. Adam has been in sales. He's been doing sales for the last 5 years, right? Adam has got confidence speaking on the phone, but in person, he doesn't really like interacting with people, right? Hey, by the way, I'm not judging anyone, okay? If I had my own way, which I do, I haven't done a live event in a long time, all right? So, because I'm like, hey, if I can do this online, I don't need to sacrifice my health, my travel. I could just chill out on the internet, right? And so I get it. Some people, so this is why everything's customized to you and your goals. So let's just say Adam. Adam is more of an introvert. He's fine to speak with people on the phone, but he doesn't want to meet people in person. Okay, so and when I tell Adam, do you want to go and meet people and do deals in person? He's like, no. I'm like, Adam, do you want to be publishing content endlessly? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, so what does Adam need? Okay, he needs maybe what's called a case study funnel. And by the way, this is one of the first funnels that we install for all of our clients as soon as they get started. So step one, lead magnet. What do we give away as a lead magnet? A case study. What's the price? It's free. Give me an example. Discover. So let's just say Adam right now, he's making $5,000 a month and I can help him double his income. So I can say, hey, Adam, using my sales trainings, I'm going to show you how to double your income in the next 6 months. So on average, he's been making $5,000 a month for the last 5 years. Now he wants to double his income. So I'm going to show him a free case study. Okay. Why do I want to give away something for free? Because this is what builds trust. The details: discover how to make XYZ, discover how to double your sales even without taking any more leads. Discover how to double your sales even without working an extra 5 hours per day. Okay, next one. Okay, so the first email sequence, what is it? It's a booking sequence. What does that mean? So after people come in, they opt in. And by the way, I'm going to walk you through my multi-million-dollar funnel straight after this. So pay attention, because this is going to be the good stuff. No other guru is teaching you this stuff, and certainly not showing you the numbers like I'm about to. So booking sequence. What is a booking sequence? We want to have automated emails go out, and the automated emails encourage people to maybe take a discovery session or buy one of our low ticket offers. Next, offers that fit. So for example, on the phone, we can identify, hey, what offer can we present to someone that is ideal for them? Maybe they only have $5,000. Maybe they only have $10,000. So like I said to you last month, literally last month, someone comes in, they have one phone call with my team, one phone call with me, boom, $120,000 wire sent. Nicest guy ever. And I'm super pumped and excited to work with him. He had to have a customized offer. Why? Because in his job, he's already making $50,000 to $75,000 a month, and he wanted to replace his salary, right? So he's coming in for the all-in package. And what did I do? All I had to do was identify what's his pain, what's his problem. How many of you would love to figure out, hey, you know what? Well, let me ask you this. How many of you would love to pick up the phone and literally just take an order for what people want to buy from you if they've already qualified themselves? By a show of hands. Most people. I just heard someone say, yes, me, right? So here's the thing. The reason why you don't like the idea, or maybe in the past you didn't like sales, is because of the idea of rejection. What if there was no rejection? What if leads came into your business, they self-qualified themselves, and then they came in and they said, hey, I'm ready to do business with you. Here's what I have. Here's what I want to invest. Is this making sense, everyone? You can teach people how to lose weight. You can teach people your own expertise and take it from your head, translate it into a course. You can teach people how, I had a lady recently message me and saying she helps parents with autism, right? So one of my dear friends, his daughter has got high levels of autism. Like she's 7 years old and she can't talk and she can't communicate. So she's literally just runs around the house and she's like super chaotic, right? And he just told me that he had to fly to Arizona in America, all the way from the UK, and spend like 2 weeks with his daughter to go and get private help. Now, I didn't ask him how much the whole trip cost, but I would say it probably would have been anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000, right? Your ability to take what you've learned, whether it's helping a child with autism, helping someone lose weight, helping someone build their business, helping someone save taxes, helping someone write their book, whatever information that you have in your head, it's your responsibility to help as many people as possible. Does that make sense? Right? And when you start looking at everything, oh my gosh, it's a responsibility. For example, this morning I woke up and I made X amount of money, mashallah. I won't even tell you because you won't even believe me. But let's just say it's a lot of money. And I'm like, man, more people need to learn how to do this stuff, right? So I can come up with courses, I can come up with coaching programs. This is why you see me, when I'm doing this, I'm like super passionate. Why? Because it's not just for my sake and my business's sake, it's a big responsibility. It took me 15 years. I can condense this down for someone to get in about 3 months time. That's why we have the 90-day accelerator program. So one of the offers that we have, and I want you guys to write this down, is when you do this yourself, you want to have DIY. That means do it yourself programs. Okay, so this is where you're offering courses, coaching programs, simple little online high profit, right? If you're selling a program for $3,000 and it takes you, let's say, 30 days to put together, and you sell 10 of them a month, that's $30,000 a month. Over the year, that's over $300,000 a year. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't cost you any more to create it because you created it once. Does that make sense? Okay, and this is the mindset that you want to have in your head. It's like, I understand this stuff takes investment. This stuff takes money, time. But what else is your option? What else? You're gonna wait for a handout from the government? No. Do you trust your politicians? No. Like, you see what's happening in the world. If you do not take control of your own life, then I'll give you an example. I learned this formula that I'm sharing with you. I paid a guy £12,000, so nearly $15,000. He comes with his Lamborghini. He parks it literally right downstairs my penthouse. Comes upstairs, spends maybe 6 hours with me, maybe 4 hours, and he breaks down this formula. And he tells me, when you're selling offers, you have to hit DIY, do it yourself, done with you, DWY. The next one is DFY, done for you. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I had no idea. How many of you are a DIY person? Like, you love buying courses and you just want to go through courses yourself. Okay. All right, just one person. All right. How many of you are done with you? Like, you love other people working with you in a group environment. Like, you want to get real-time help, by a show of hands. Okay. And how many of you are done for you? You're like, man, do it for me. How many of you are DFY? That's me, by the way. Okay. When I say we've built over 1,000 sales funnels in my entire life, I don't think I've ever built a single sales funnel from start to end. Did you guys get that? Okay. I have spent millions of dollars on Facebook ads. I've never placed a Facebook ad from start to end in my entire life. Are you guys getting this? Okay. I still don't know how to set up websites, funnels, ads. I've done over 100 events all over the world, right? Thousands and thousands of people have come through. I would not even know, because I have a team. So what do I like? I like DFY. I like done for you. Does that make sense? And sometimes people are like, they think, oh, I should learn all this stuff. Okay. How many of you like eating steak? Okay, that's a bad example. How many of you like eating fancy desserts? Okay, at restaurants. That doesn't mean that you have to go and learn how to make the dessert, right? You go to a restaurant and the chef has got 10, 15, 20 years of experience and expertise, and he's making you the entire dessert. Are you guys getting this? Right? And so when it comes to online business, when it comes to getting help online, it's okay to say, hey, you know what? I don't understand this. For example, the lady yesterday, she's from the UK. £50,000 is like $60,000. That's what probably the majority of people in the UK make a year, right? $60,000 a year, 50 grand a year. So she spent $60,000, okay, going to experiences, do it yourself, maybe some mastermind retreats, which is still falls under the category of do it yourself. But if she just invested once into a done for you program where she had her funnels and her offers, all of this stuff built out, would she have gone further than trying to do it herself? Yes or no? And like, just ask yourself, next time you want to do something, instead of thinking, oh, how do I go and do this myself? This is the question. Who do I need to have on my team? Okay, so I'm trying to double my team to around 25, 30 people in the next 90 days or less. I'm not asking myself, oh, how do I do it? I'm asking myself, who can I bring on? Who can I bring on my team? One person that can go and hire the next 15 roles? Do you guys see the difference? Okay, that's how you want to start thinking, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so if you want to take a screenshot, by the way, was this valuable, me showing you the entire ladder? Bilal, you want to add something here?
No, it's pretty clear. Yeah, you start off with something free and you build up the value. So the thing with paying more is you get results faster. If you do something for free, it's gonna take a bit more time.